going on, guys? Welcome back to Clash of Clubs. I'm Dylan. They just got punched in the mouth. They didn't even know how to react.
That is one Derby Diamond.
I'm Mila. Do we want to do a little prediction? That was the last time they showed initiative to go get a fucking player.
City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero.
I'm Grant. They're talking a lot about you 15. How will you respond 15? We downgraded from Peppa. Do you know how absurd that is?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
The match of the weekend that everyone has been so excited about, especially me. I'm excited to watch my team play the sport every single week. Nothing but good all the time. United coming off the back of a 3-goal loss against City. Chelsea coming off the back of a 2-goal loss against Bayern Munich in a awesome game that's going to end 0-0 at Old Trafford like they always do.
It just reeks of another Bruno penalty at the end to save a point, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I could so see that happening, bro.
Garnacho winner.
Or Garnacho error leading to goal, right? Like, I don't know. United's a weird one. Like I know. Like I mentioned it. I think I've mentioned it before, but it's a bogey ground for us. And when it comes to stuff like that, at least me personally, I just see it as like, I'm not looking into how we've been playing, what it's up to, how United have been playing. Like, we just do not perform there. I haven't seen it in a long time. So I don't know. I want to throw that all out of the window. Personally, I think we should. I mean, it's been 12 years since we've won there, but I'm sorry, they're horrific. Like, I've seen them look horrific against a lot lesser opposition. Like, we need to stop embarrassing ourselves. We beat them 1-0 at the end of the season last year, but even then it was tough. It took a moment of magic just to get that goal. So I really hope that's not the case. But given what we're seeing fitness-wise, that's really my concern in terms of, are we going to be able to perform up to the level required? But as Dylan can get into, I don't think the level required is much of a prerequisite. It's like, must be 6 inches tall to ride the roller coaster. It's like, all right, pretty much everyone's getting on that.
Yeah. I don't know. United's tough. It's tough to be a fan. I've already talked about that enough. But, like, United has actually played well, particularly at home. The Arsenal game, the Burnley game. Like, they've played well at Old Trafford. So I don't really know. I don't know what I'm getting on a week-to-week basis. That's the one thing that I've noticed with this team is it's just constant fluctuation of just, like, what the fuck are you going to get on a match-to-match basis? There's going to be games where they take control of possession and they look great and they don't score. There's going to be games where they don't hold possession and they don't score. There's going to be games where they do neither of anything and they don't score. That's kind of the premise that I'm getting to is they don't score. So I don't know. The only thing that I'm holding on to as a Manchester United fan is the idea that I think Manu is going to start. I fucking hope so. I don't think Amorim could have watched the City game the way that it unfolded in the first half and go, okay, I'm going to play Ahmed at left 10 again. Because that was bad. It just didn't work. It didn't work.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If he puts Maserati at right wing back and just benches Dalot, I could also see that happening. I really don't know what Chelsea's going to provide. You guys are you played a game today in Germany. You rotated at the weekend. I was talking to you about this on our podcast. Like, there's a good chance you potentially rotate again at the weekend with the way that United are playing. But then again, it's a rivalry game, and it's a big game against a big six.
And we got Lincoln midweek after United. I think we play what we can. Wow. But again, I do think we rotate to an extent. Based off what I've seen from João Pedro, I still think he's looked good in his performances, but he looks really leggy. There's a few other guys where it kind of feel the same to a lesser extent. But
Palmer coming off a groin injury, you're going to have him play.
Yeah, played 96 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know.
We haven't even seen him since we recalled him, but I think Guiu actually makes a ton of sense against you guys. He's actually a threat in the air. He's a pain in the ass. He presses like a maniac, and I think that's something we were lacking today against Bayern. The intensity in the press trying to win the ball back, it just wasn't there. And I think that starts from the front. The guy's played a ton of minutes. I mean, we signed him off vacation. He hasn't really stopped playing since, so I get it. So I think Guiu's an opportunity. I think out wide, I actually do want Garnacho to start. I just think it'd be really funny, the possibilities we have there. So I'm with it, or at least an early-ish sub. But he knows the team. He knows these tactics. He knows what they're trying to do. And I don't know. Hopefully, that second half against Brentford, we kind of switched it shape wise. Had just 2 in the back. Usually we build with 3. So I kind of like that way we overloaded Brentford and were able to get back into that game. I don't know if we do that straight off the jump, but it's a possibility. I'm a little worried about our defense still, especially after today. Again, they're just not the level of week in, week out center backs for a team competing on all fronts. Like both of the guys a lot, but I think they proved that today. So that's really my main worry. But at the same time, when I'm looking at Šeško's performances, I'm not even saying he's been bad at all. It's just I'm waiting for something. But because of the team struggles and all these other factors, I'm not even getting much of a look in yet. So it's like, okay, surely we can't do worse than that. You know what I mean? So I think we'll be able to limit enough. It's just about, can we put the pieces together in the final third?
Yeah. I think that's both teams' biggest question mark, because they haven't been consistent in that area so far this season.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, as long as we farm a few corners, honestly, I don't even know what I'm talking about. We've been much better offensively on set pieces. You guys are the worst team I've ever seen defending corners. So if we just get a few corners, I'm not even kidding, I think that could be enough. So the more I'm kind of talking myself into it, you have to win this game. It's a must given kind of our recent form, and we haven't lost yet this season, but well, what the fuck am I talking about? We just lost today. In the league, we haven't lost yet, but it's still kind of empty. You drew to Palace, you drew to Brentford, so I think you got to turn it up at this point. I don't think we're title contenders, but you need to be in that conversation. You can't drop out this early. You got to stay competitive on all fronts. So
fair. What do you two think, bottom dwellers?
I just want to know who's starting goalie for starters, because there should be plenty of fingers pointed at Bayindir. He still looks spooky.
Yeah, he's awful.
But then is it too early for Lemons? Like
I don't. Why did you buy him then?
And can he start, please, so I don't have to play cells on my fantasy team?
Dude, I'd love for him to start. I think that makes a ton of sense. I don't.
No, he should. I think that touch specifically after the Euro pass, that almost gave away a goal that probably should have been counted as a pass.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That is a summary of where he's at right now, and like
awful.
I don't know. It was just a needless error, which seems to be the repeat occurrence at the goalkeeping position for United. I don't know.
Needless error. That's how we lost today. So
of course, that's another thing though. Like if Chelsea is gonna give away chances like that, I could totally see Mbeumo fucking pouncing on that and getting a goal.
He's the type to
I should have gotten a goal against us.
It's going to be a basketball game.
Yeah, I mean, I think he should get a goal in this game, especially since he missed some pretty easy chances in the City game, and also was denied from some of like that ball is ridiculous. That save from Donnarumma is ridiculous, but he was denied that, and then he goes on to miss a little tap in. I would hope that he's hungry and is going to make an impact in this game. He sees that Chelsea's backline is on its heels a bit.
Get a Chempong in there now.
Do you think that'll fix it?
No, it's not good. It's not the answer, but I'd like him to get another chance. Maybe not this week. I think he's probably going to play against Lincoln, but we get cup midweek, so that'll probably happen. Fofana, I don't trust, so it's probably Tosin and Chalobah again. It's dicey.
Yeah, I'd love for United to kind of approach it in a Bayern style, because I think that C.O.C, in terms of profile, is similar to how Kane was utilized today.
False
you know, you kind of force Tosin to make a decision, and that's with Chelsea's defenders. Like if you make them the two center backs, at least you make them make decisions on their positioning. That's where you can get spaces in behind. And Mbeumo and C.O.C are kind of the tilting point in the match for me. Like I know what I'm getting out of Bruno, and I don't know where he's playing, but I know whether he's playing in the 10 or in the 8. I know what I'm getting in both of those spots, so I don't have questions there. But if you can get C.O.C to be the player that I think that like what Arteta was looking at when he was kind of visualizing him, kind of coming off being a target man, but then also being able to play the ball in behind, similar to what Kane did today, that's where United can find success. I honestly don't think United have played that bad during matches. It's just the heinous nature of some of the individual errors mixed in with some of the midfield woes that you just like,
And that's another thing
Come
with the
on,
midfield. We notoriously love to load that area up. And I think with the quality we have, I think we definitely see Caicedo in there to start. Palmer, I'd hope he's fit to play. Enzo's looked leggy as well. But I think with the numbers we throw in the middle versus the lack of numbers you guys have, I think that's another advantage that we play into. But
no, again, look, that might work. We also played a midfield of Zubamendi, Rice, and and Odegaard, and they actually didn't play that bad. That's why I say I can't tell with United. It's just like it's this constant up and down motion, and I can't like throughout a 90-minute match. There's spurts where they play well, usually to start the games, and then they just
definitely this year.
They teeter off towards the end. So I'm lost at where I want to see this team play well. I just know that if they're going to win, it's probably going to be off the back of Mbeumo. It'd have to be.
He's got a big back too.
Yeah, he does. Fac, you don't like either of these teams probably to an equal amount. So obviously this is a win-win for you because someone's probably going to be upset. If not, there's a draw, then we're both upset. So what are your thoughts on this match?
Hold on. I don't know. I think it'll probably be a basketball game. Like I said, I'm not really worried about either team going forward. I think if I was a fan of either of these teams, my concerns would be about what you guys are doing defensively. Chelsea, particularly with their back line. United with that 2 in midfield. I think if you're going to give Palmer and whoever else is playing in that 8 any sort of space like that, then you're just asking for trouble.
I need some Esteban.
Yeah, I don't know. United, I guess, play well for spurts. This coach is actually just unbelievable, man. But just play a back 4. Just try it. Play a back 4. Play a 4-4-2 when you're not on the ball.
You won't do it.
Like, I genuinely do not understand. Now, granted, there are moments in the beginning, and the reason why I think you guys look good in the beginning of a game is because the team is kind of compact and moves together, and that front 3 play pretty close to that 2 in midfield. But if you let that gap get big, then you guys just start playing like crap. If Chelsea scores first, then
it'll be
interesting. I think if you can get a goal first, then I think the game becomes a little bit more interesting. I would expect you to get a goal against Robert.
I'm actually going to have to defend him now, Facundo. We've come a long way regarding Mr. Sanchez, but I mean, I think he's been top for a while now, probably since March. The mistakes are gone, but in terms of the saves, like he's capable of those saves. It's really just a concentration thing. Like the ability is there. It's just always been decisions. You cannot have him making decisions or thinking. It just has to be reaction, instinct, or good. As soon as he has time to think, bit of a disaster. But he's been fantastic, but I still think our defense is a worry.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's why.
I think
Go for it.
I think just in terms of Sanchez, with the issues with the feet are not that big of an issue if you surround him with players that can help you out in the back. So it just goes into
Trevor Chalobah and Tosin.
Exactly. Those guys can't do it. They can't alleviate that pressure. So that's what makes it scary. You take away that, though, he is a very good goalkeeper. I was saying it last season, trying to convince you, and it's finally come around.
When you saw some of those errors, man, there's no convincing that could have been done. But again, it's been worked out in a sense of I think we're not asking him to take as many risks, right? And I think we're playing more into what we think he's capable of. So I think that's been more bright. But yeah, I think that was a good point that was made where if we score first, I think that's where we can really eat.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to be hungry after this game. I mean, it's a little bit of cope, but there were a lot of self-inflicted errors in that game today against Bayern. So I think we deserve to lose because of that, but it's not like it was another level. Like we just can't compete with them on any day. I don't think that's the case. So I'm optimistic in that sense on that front. I'm just really more worried about their legs and are they going to be able to execute Still a lot of new guys coming in. You already know the drill, but I think they're more up to speed in that sense. I don't think that's as much of an excuse anymore. I don't think that's valid. So it's a
Who else do you
prediction
even
time.
have in midfield?
Yeah.
Oh,
what's that?
Midfield. You know what? It's a good point. So Santos came on against Bayern today. He looked good, and Spurs had an assist. All right.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm just saying, like, if that's the first name you're bringing up, I think we're off to a bad start. But sorry, go ahead.
Gets into your team better than fucking Marino. Yeah, Santos is good. Lavia is mythical until proven otherwise, unfortunately. Reece James played as a DM today, but again, he's not a DM.
Would he play at the weekend? Did he play 90?
No, he came off. But
okay. So there's a chance.
Yeah, there's a chance. Hopefully a right back. But yeah, it's Santos, it's Enzo, it's Caicedo, because Lavia and Nasugo are both hurt. So I think Enzo was in the 10 today against Bayern, out of possession. We didn't see anything from him. I told you, Dylan, after the Brentford game, what I watched there, that's the level. Yeah. Nowhere near that today. He was not good today.
He wasn't.
And as soon as Estevao came on for him, you definitely lose something out of possession, but I really still don't think he was that great to warrant keeping him in that 10 role. Estevao and Palmer in the pockets for 10 minutes. There was a lot more there in terms of an attacking threat. And I think at some point in this game against United, they're going to have a lot of guys behind the ball. We're going to have to be able to figure that out. I think Estevao and Palmer in those pockets is definitely a possible solution.
Yeah.
So
if you ask the questions, it have not proven to be up to those answers. So I would just play your best attacking talent and say, all right, we're just going to beat you. If I was any team, that's what I'd be doing with United right now.
Yeah, I'd like to see Steve out wide, Palmer in the middle, Garnacho on the left's pretty funny.
Yeah, he'll probably end up with the GA.
I hope João Pedro probably starts, but I'm really not mad if Gui started, to be honest.
Would you not just play Neto and Garnacho out wide and then Palmer and Estevao on the 10? Or do you feel like you're giving up too much defensively at that point?
You're giving up way too much defensive. That's just Caicedo by himself. To me, like Palmer and Estevao is 10s, like in and out of possession, because we play with 2 in the middle out of possession. So like Palmer and Estevao are not doing that job.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do predictions. I think this is a super important game for both of our clubs. So that's great.
He's gone if he doesn't win this one.
I'm just glad we didn't get hit with new manager bounce yet.
I don't think
so.
Dude,
how much longer can you keep this guy?
You don't look. They kept him around. Yeah, you kept him around for this long. You just keep going.
Keep it coming. Come on.
Look. If he wins this match, that totally changes the complexion. I think
buys him a few weeks, no doubt.
On Ruben Amorim, if he wins this match, they'll have as many points as they probably would have. I would have expected them to have at this point in the season. They played 3 title challengers and Burnley and Fulham. Fulham was better than us last year. So I think that if he gets this win, like I think you have to release some pressure. Like Chelsea are a much better squad, much better team. Look, you got to stick with someone.
Those standards for United are insane. Oh my god.
Look,
granted, it's not even on the manager; it's on Ineos for being actually so dumb that it's unbelievable. And now I kind of understand why Dan Ashworth just left, because if you were going to hire this guy and have to replace everybody on the squad to fit an identity that is a formation, I will never.
Well, he's also a moron.
I've also been on this.
I hope you know, like there was a time where he came in and brought in a bunch of players and it was moronic as well. Like there's nothing good with United. When it comes to this stuff, like it's just a poison chalice. And until someone sets a winning standard, that's when we'll start speaking about it in that sense. Like Ashworth got sacked because he was doing a shit job. Like that. And if he wants to say that he left, sure. He would have been in this train of people that are going to get sacked eventually. I think that that's just, at this point, it's all just cope for reasons why United are shit. And eventually someone will set the standard. To your point, it probably shouldn't be Amorim based off of the sample size that we have.
It will be. It always is the manager first.
Dude, he's lost more than half the games he's managed.
More. Yeah.
Oh my.
Arteta lost 3 of, was it 14 matches when he first took over? Like, that happens. Someone's got to set
through a year. Yeah, I guess it's the same shit.
It's the same thing. Someone's got to set a standard at some point. To your point, it probably should not have gone on as long as it has, but Ineos has made this decision before with Ten Hag. They waited. They stuck around.
Yeah, they made the same mistake.
So someone at some point will have to set the bar straight. I have no confidence in anyone doing it.
They should bring in Pochettino.
It's going to be Southgate or Emery.
I need them to pay out Pochettino's. I need them to pay out Pochettino's USA contract, and I need them to get Pochettino in that. Oh man, I'd be on cloud 9. It'd be brilliant. Yeah, you're right though. I think it's going to be Southgate. That'd be pretty good too.
In the stars, isn't it? Fuck it. We'll talk about United more later. They suck. Let's do a prediction. We'll start Mila, Facundo. I'll go third. Grant, you'll finish us off.
Fun.
1-1.
Way to go with statistics there. That's a good guess.
Yeah, it's a fantastic educated guess. Went crazy for the Arsenal game. Play it safe here. All right.
Of course.
Notice.
Well,
will the hate live within him? Will the hate spew out?
I think I will. Yeah, 4-3 United.
Stronger.
There you go.
Attaboy. There's the answer.
If we concede 4 goals to that team, man,
dude, they're not bad going forward. And Bumo is literally like a millimeter away from having like.
I mean, you're probably right. Law of averages probably says they've been pretty unlucky. But yeah,
I mean that crowd's going to be up. That crowd's going to be up for it. Both of you suck defensively. Like I would just say 3-3 draw, but I want to pick a winner in this game, and I think United probably just get something because they're at home. But either way, I'm hoping for a goal fest.
Yeah, sure. I'm leaning that way too. I think I'm going to go 3-2 United. I think that's the only way that they can win. It's by scoring more than Chelsea by a lot.
My turn.
Yeah.
Let's hear Club World Cup champions that we're going to take the world by storm.
We'll be world champions until 2029, bro. Like we could go back to 12th, come back again, and win it again, bro. Like that's the beauty of that. Yeah, I think I do see it being open to an extent. So 3-0.
Yeah, there you go. Sounds about right.
So open.
So open.
Oh yeah.
Oh, United are open in that scenario.
Yeah.
Can I ask one question before you are done?
No, I gotta go.
Your summer window.
Yes.
How are we looking at that?
Go watch the video. No.
No.
Spark Notes. It left something to be desired. Is kind of the way I put it. I think part of that's due to just the PR and all the shit we hear all the time. But for me, it was more.
Finally hurt you.
Oh no, go for it. No, sorry.
I think the selling finally hurt you. I think that would be my only comment.
I don't think so. I'm more upset that we didn't address the defense in hindsight. I think long term, I get what the idea is. They're starting to look more into the future. We need pathways for these guys. We're starting to see certain players come through and whatnot. Unfortunately, when it's at the Allianz away, I'm a little less fussed about it, and I want someone capable. I want someone ready to roll. So I think that's where the frustration lies. We qualified for the Champions League. We're world champions. Go get a name. I think the issue with that was UEFA sanctions. And another one would just be, I don't think that perfect name exists. What are we going to go spend 100 on Bastoni? I don't think that was going to fly. Like who else is there out there to go get? I think Maresca would have been a good one, but I think the Spanish connection, from what I understood with that deal, it was always him waiting for Arsenal to get that done. So I don't really think that was an option. And Capier, Facundo sent me a tweet the day before they got linked to him. You guys should get him. He is a very good defender. I don't think he addresses the issue at hand, which is we do not have a guy that can play in that middle role, that can punch lines and do a job athletically as well. Tosin does one, but he can't do the other. So when you're playing a team like Bayern and you're asking center backs to press into midfield, I do not want Tosin there. Right? Fully fit Wesley Fofana, which doesn't exist. Okay, maybe I can see that. Chalobah, I don't want him there either. He can do that job, but athletically speaking, but defensively, he just makes too many mistakes when it comes to that 1v1 pressing into the other half. He got caught out a few times today. Bad decision making. It just doesn't suit us. So that's where I am disappointed with the transfer window. But genuinely, the Buonanotte deal, I'm not mad at that. I think he's quality, and he's Cole Palmer's backup. I don't think he's going to get too much tick. And if Palmer's ever out long term, I think Estevao would probably start at the 10. So I'm not mad at that. We have Paez coming in. He's on loan. He'll be in the team next year is what I'm guessing. So that's what they're thinking. I think there's a middle ground where we can still have pathways, but also be competitive now that we're back where we belong. I think I gave it like a 6. Outgoings are fantastic, though. Had to be done, given how much we've spent.
Yeah, I just think he gave up a lot of depth. Granted,
who do you think
now,
we're missing?
Hindsight's different. I don't know. I just think there's not.
Sassy, we can get him back in. He's in the bomb squad.
Sassy. I think midfield could probably use a couple more. I think a midfielder probably would have made sense. I think Xavi Simons probably is.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Not getting him kind of sucks, but granted,
yeah, we never put in a bid.
Injuries give you a different perspective, but I think you guys are slowly starting to show that you need a little bit more depth. And
well, I think that's what we got. That was so loud last year is we're hoarding and this and that. But I think also with what we've spoken about on the show a few times with the Club World Cup too, I have no idea what these guys' fitness is going to look like over another full season. And to Facundo's point, we're starting to see a few guys drop. But I think Lavia is supposed to be coming back soon. He's been training. So please, Asugo had a 3-month injury. That's unfortunate. So we had 3 DMs, Enzo and Santos as 8 cover. I thought we had enough there. I guess not. And then defensively, clearly we don't have enough. We have 2 youngsters out on loan. They're teenagers, but again, I think they're starting to prioritize, might be the word, those pathways. I think it could pay off in the long run, but why didn't we keep one of them? Right? That's the thought. Or maybe a Chempong, get him a chance. We need to see someone else. We can't just have Tosin Chalaba rinse dry. That's not going to end well for anybody, including them, because they're not bad players. But to squeeze everything out of them for 4 comps is asking a lot.
Yeah, it is. Chelsea suck. They're going to lose 3-2 to Young. Man. Like Facundo said, this is the perfect midweek cock. The what did you phrase it as in the text thread again?
This is a once in a lifetime weekend for
a once in a lifetime cock. That's what it was. Once in a lifetime cock. And I think that's the perfect way to end this episode or this video. All right. I'm cool with it if you guys are. Alrighty. So from Chelsea fan, Manchester United fan, City fan, and Arsenal fan, this has been a once in a lifetime cock video.
Words for him. Different gravy. Glorious goal. Wreathed in red. We're really seeing the most extraordinary finish here. On this day of days, has he delivered? Just magnificent. Potentially life-changing. That's football. Minute you let it under your skin, then you begin to make it better.